Welcome back, profit takers. So today, Wednesday, it is midweek. It's the reset. So I'm going to talk to you about the trades that I took today and what I posted in our locals group. So in locals, I post trade setups every day. I've been doing this for years now. I feel like it. So yeah, I post trade setups in there. What I'm thinking based on what the indicator is saying and how price is behaving, right? So yeah, here is, you know, post all this stuff in here. So welcome to join me. All right. I posted about EuroCAD. So the indicator was showing that it was blank, right? It was nothing here. And guess what, guys? When it's blank like that, it means that's a setup. Okay, that's a setup because price is in a range, right? So when I got to the charts this morning, I was like, whoa, today's day 3, it's a reset day, blah blah blah. This thing is did our high in the inside and fell to the low. We're going long all day, and it did. And it totally did. So don't think that this indicator, see, look, it's a setup. You just got to know how to you have to know how to look at price and start really understanding the language of price action. I've been staring at charts since 2020, and I absolutely love doing this. I'm not always right, right? It always feels good to be right, but there's sometimes where price be, you know, I'm just not convinced. You know what I mean? But this one, I have learned and seen this move so many times. And I wanted to remind people that anytime this is blank and there's nothing and it's showing nothing there, it will be blank for the high and low in the previous day. And of course, the end of day, because it's just in a range, nothing. If price is in a range, if it closes in a range, the end of day is going to be blank because it's closing inside. So I'm going to make some changes, guys. I'm getting really excited. I'm going to make some changes to the indicator and make it fit more of, instead of, because right now, the way it reads up, it's based on the quarters of price or the ADR. So I still want it to be blank if it's in the middle. But if it closes above price, I want it to turn green, right? Because that's going to give us an indication that we have a potential first green day, next day, a safety trade, whichever you want to call it, right? The day after the peak, because I would call today. So right now it's still Wednesday. Okay. Tomorrow's going to be Thursday. New peak confirmed, and it's a reset. Okay. This is definitely a reset. And oftentimes with the resets, I have noticed that, and you know what? Let me open. Sorry, guys. I was trying to open my pen here. Let's get my pen out. Sorry, I'm not ready for you in real time. But when I see, so this was the original peak low, and this right here is the reset. Okay. I've noticed that when on the reset day, right, we take out this particular day. Okay. I typically count this as 1. Now, as you can see, it's not counting it. And the reason why is because it's reading it as a new peak, a regular peak. So tomorrow, okay, when prices come back down here, boom, it's going to then say 1. But mentally, I'm going to count this as 2. Okay. On resets, I do this. Okay. And, this is totally out of, a market that's out of balance. And I am going to expect it to do just that, to continue to be out of balance, right? So we'll see what happens tomorrow, right? It typically does the stair step all the way up to 380R. Like, that's what I've noticed. Is it going to do it this time? I don't know, but I am going to be on alert, right? On that particular setup to see that. So another thing that I do when I see this day 2 trend trade is I will take my fib tool and I will measure the high and low for the day. And that's where you'll see me put the, I'll just, do this, and I'll put that here. So this could possibly, I don't know, right? There's a low here, so it could possibly come back down here, boom, 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 and then do that, right? I don't know, but that area tends to hold. It's either going to hold or it's going to break. I don't think it's going to break because it is technically a day 2 safety trade or a first green day signal today, for us to go long tomorrow. So that's what I'm going to look out for. We want to keep it easy peasy. Okay. No stress. All right. I also took DJ. Okay. Now DJ, I stopped trading this thing. I had to leave the house early today. So I took this short trade here and then I had to go. Now, what do I, today, okay, it's already a new day. It's already Thursday in the trading world. So this is like one of my favorite setups, right? The 33. Now, this is a 33 for the PTAD, right? For the Profit Takers Dashboard. Okay. And the reason being is that, okay, we have our peak here, right? We have our first break, our second break, then the third break happened today, right? Happened at the high and it didn't come back. All right. So we don't know if the reversal is going to be just a reversal for that particular day, or if it's going to, completely change the trend. I don't know. But usually this particular setup is telling me that we've hit 3 previous day high. So a reversal should come, right? And it did. All right. So we got that reversal and then I was out. I had to go. So today, of course, markets did close below the open. All right. So we had the open and we have the close. So let's see what happened. End of day is inside. So here, it's still too early to tell. We have the high here and then we have the low here. So it's still too early to tell if this low here is going to, if price, and now again, this is a signal. It should go short tomorrow. Okay. We're going to wait and see what price does, right? It should do the darn thing and go short. And this low should be the low that I use as a reference because typically that's what I would do. And I would just wait and see. So I'm going to go ahead and move this over to this area because if in fact this does what it does, I want to be ready for that, right? If prices come, again, it's so early right now. It looks like it's going to push up a little bit and then perhaps come down here. Okay. Now we're 4 days in, from this peak. Usually the market maker cycle is 4 to 5 days. Does the ADR have to complete? No, it does not. It doesn't always have to reach 3 ADR, but it can, because right now I'm like, is this the high in the inside? You know what I'm saying? That could also be the high on the inside that would then say, okay, Victoria, you're wrong. We're going long tomorrow. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen right now. But this area seems to be a good area for me to use as a guide. And we're just going to wait for price to do its thing because, towards the end of the day, it was a little tricky today because, there's a lot of news in the reporting because a lot of reporting was happening, Meta, all that stuff. So it affected, all the indexes. So it was a pretty rough day to trade. I'm just going to be honest. It was pretty rough. But, I was able to make it. I was able to make it and trade another day. Okay, that's what it's about. All right, so oil, man, I was really looking for a clean long trade on oil today. It didn't really happen, and I'm going to show you real quick. I did go long. I was waiting. I was watching this price action, guys. This was exactly it right here. This is the 5 minute. So I got in on this bar and I was out literally there. And, it's a major level. Okay. I was out because the moment it hit that area, guys, it started to reverse. And then let me tell you something about crude. The crude retracements are ridiculous. In the Forex market, depending on what lot size that you put on, you could probably hold a retracement. But trading futures, no. You cannot hold this thing. You have to just get out. You see the money, you take it. That's it. All right. So what else, guys? Oh, the NASDAQ. I wanted to talk about the NASDAQ because I took this short trade too. This was actually one of the best trades that I had today. All right. It was the best. Now, I did go short a little early. Was it? No, it wasn't there. My bad, guys. I'm tripping. I went short a little early here at the high of the day, kind of miscalculated, if we were at the high or not. So I got beat up, right? I got beat up. So finally I cleared. I went flat and I'm like looking at the time. I'm like, oh snap, it's not even the right time. So I went back in and it was around 10:30 my time when this was starting to do what I was wanting it to do too soon. And yeah, it ended up being one of the best trades that I took today. I was so happy about it. But I was really not happy about, getting in too soon. And again, there's no holding. It's just too hard to hold in futures. You just got to go flat and that's it. Okay. Even when I do the micros, I cannot hold that stuff. It's just, it hurts my heart. So we had a gap, right? And this is the gap that I was looking at because I'm like, this thing is going to get filled. Because what I have noticed, now that I've been trading futures, these gaps. Now, I don't know why I didn't notice it in Forex too much. I never did pay attention to it in Forex too much, but now I'm paying attention to it, right? And I'm seeing that they always fill the gaps all the time. I've never paid this much attention to these gaps, guys. I just haven't. I don't know why. But now, guys, check it out. We did. Okay, so let me clear this. It always fills the gaps. So I guess this area, we have this huge freaking gap, right? So I guess this is the open, right? Or the close. Price is closed above, right? It's kind of hard to tell. I don't know if this is the open, if that's the open. I don't know. But this is a huge gap. This is definitely the open. So if this is the open and this is the close, if markets close down here, right, and then they closed up here, then this is technically a first green day, right? Well, I don't know if I should call it a first green day, but it's definitely not setting up especially if this is, this gap is really jacking me up, right? Um, but, to me, it was looking like, it's going to be a possible first red day. We have a peak, at least I think, I don't know if that's a peak or not. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I am thinking that we probably still have an opportunity, but I'm not 100% convinced, only because we have this huge gap, right? And just like I said earlier, they tend to fill these gaps that day. Crude has a gap that was all the way from a month ago that it now is just dipping into. Okay. So this huge gap, guys, makes me feel like prices are going to eventually come through here, right? And then eventually, maybe we do get a short tomorrow. I don't know if that's going to work. I just need more information because there's nothing here really other than it could totally fill this gap. I can't see it not trading through this thing, whether it's in Asia. Maybe it's in Asia and London, it trades through it, and then we get a reversal in New York. So I don't really know. So, but I'm going to be ready to do whatever. Okay. I'm going to be ready for whatever. And we still technically have, we still have this high to take out if that is the case, right? And, it could come down here and then go shoot back up here for Friday, maybe. I don't know. That could possibly, that could also be a situation where today starts, the trade where we start to break down and then Friday, we shoot back up. Don't know. It could happen tomorrow. Don't know. But I'm just laying this out there, putting this out here. And those are my thoughts. I'm not going to be sticking to a bias. If you guys have any feedback, shoot, tell me what you think about these gaps, right? But right now, I can't. I don't really know how to respond to this other than I've seen these gaps get completely covered in the same day. Right? That's what I've seen. So it'll be very interesting to see if we're going to get to this level first to break this high here, and then perhaps usually if this is close by, it may get closer, right? So we'll just see what happens, guys. So those are the setups for tomorrow, right? Now we have obviously a lot of instruments here. I mean, I don't trade all these pairs anymore. I'll just usually stick to one Forex pair. And today that was the Euro CAD. It had the best setup. I took this trade, so happy. And because I've seen this a lot. And so I just want you guys also to be aware. Okay. Now, again, you can go to the website, go to Profit Taker. Hold on. I'm just trying to go to the website. I don't want to log in right now. Let's just go to the website. Here we go. Go to the website. You can try it for free. MT4 or MT5. Okay. I have a trade manager here, which is also amazing. So I'm going to do a new limited offer here, guys. I am going to, because right now this is also subscription based, but you can try for free. All right. All sales are final. You have 14 days to try it. And I'm going to also have a lifetime limited offer. I'm going to get that prepared and post it here. So, you don't have to have a subscription. You can it's a once-off thing. And you can still try it before you buy it. All sales are final. Okay. I think this is a great tool. And like I said, I'm still going to be making some updates to it to really fit this trading style. And that's why, none of that stuff is free. Okay. First of all, let me just say that none of that stuff is free. Running the website isn't free. I'm debating on if I'm going to have a panel where you can go and update your accounts. That's not free either. So that's why there's a subscription. So if I do the manual, if I offer the lifetime, I probably won't offer it to where you can change your own account. So you just need to stick with the account. And where if something does happen where you need to change the account because it's going to be tied to your account, then let me know. I'll be happy to do it, but it's not going to be anything that I'm going to be doing all the time. Okay. I'll probably give you like 3 times to change your MetaTrader, but you need to really just stick with, one or two. Because I will offer both MT4 and MT5, right? For that limited time offer, as well as the trade manager. I think it would be a fantastic setup deal. Okay. All right, guys. Till the next time. Ciao for now.